Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing best and worst designer purchases. So if you guys are interested, then keep watching. So I have done this video before a couple of years ago, but of course my designer goods collection have grown since, and there are items that I have added. A lot of people ask, what designer pieces are worth investing into and what are, complete fail. And I have quite a few of both. I'm gonna start with the best purchases because why not start on a high and finish on a low? I'm not sure why I'm doing it that way, but anyways, first I'm going to start with a pair of shoes, and I'm going to be showing you my Balenciaga Speed sneakers. I have them in a black knit with a white sole, and the reason why I think that this is one of my best designer purchases is because these are the comfiest, the lightest pair of shoes that I own. If I know that I have a very busy day ahead when I have to be running around, or if we are going traveling and we are, doing sightseeing and, walking around town, then these are the shoes that I reach for. They kind of mold around your foot and they're not very tight at the ankle, so the elastic here will just fit your foot perfectly. And I just haven't had any problems with these shoes at all. I've had them for probably good 6-7 months now, and the wear on them is not too bad, and they are quite easy to clean actually. And also, if you are thinking of buying them, I would definitely go for a darker color like a black, because they also do them in red, they do them in white, and I do think that white fabric trainers are quite hard to keep clean. I buy my clothes regardless of whether it's from Primark or it is from, Gucci, to wear it. I like to get my wear out of it. I like to get my money's worth. It doesn't just sit there on a shelf. However, we will get to the worst purchases that do actually just sit on the shelf. About £500, I believe, something like £4.95, at least in UK. Next item is a bag, and I wanted to share with you my Gucci bum bag. I have it in black leather, and then obviously it has golden details. I bought it in pretty much the beginning when they just came out with them. Now they have so many styles. They do them in velvet, they do them embroidered, they do them in all sorts of colors, all sorts of fabrics. Most of my accessories are not really statement accessories, just because I don't have, all the money in the world to buy myself a bag of every color. I try to invest my money into designer bags that will go with a lot of my wardrobe, or most of my wardrobe, so that I can actually wear it and not just take it out, once a month. I am so happy that bum bags, belt bags, whatever you want to call it, came back, because I remember my dad walking with one of these, 20 years ago, and looking pretty fabulous with this massive aviators. Not only because they actually look so cool, but because they just make your life so easy. We went to London recently and we spent all day running around and doing like errands, meetings, then we went shopping, and I just had these. Yes, it doesn't fit that much, but I had both of my phones. I still have my headphones here, some wipes, I also have a lip gloss and some eye drops. It fits the essentials. And if you are not after having a big bag, where you have to put a lot of things with you, then this is perfect, because you have everything you need and your hands are free. And I just love that. You can hold the coffee while you're talking on the phone, or you can be carrying your shopping bags, whatever you need to be doing. And this bag itself is not too heavy, and of course they sell them in different length of the belts as well, so you can go and measure, or just measure it at home to your belt, or it depends where you want to wear it. Sometimes I wear it on a waist, sometimes I wear it on my hips, sometimes you can also wear it, like a crossbody like that. So for me, this is a great purchase. A lot of brands came out with, belt bags this year and last year, and if you don't want to spend £790 or something like that, I don't remember exactly how much it was, then go to Topshop, go to Zara. They all have options of this bag. Then I want to show you another bag actually, and this is my Louis Vuitton Pochette, and oh my god, this is probably the best purchase that I have made in the last, well, year for sure, because if I would say 2 years, then I would have to include my Givenchy Antigona that I absolutely love. I did like what's in my bag video featuring that bag. I will link that video below if you want to see that bag up close and hear more about it. But this one I just love so much. It has so many compartments inside. The reason why I love this one so much is because the bag itself is not heavy, and because it is grained leather, the wear on it just doesn't show. It just doesn't show unless you do something really rough to it. It has a pocket with a zip at the back. It has a short strap. It has a long strap. I wear it most of the time either on the shoulder or across body, but sometimes I will just grab it by the top handle, and then obviously it unlocks like this, and it has three compartments inside. You can unclip the chain, and Louis Vuitton monogram is obviously one of those patterns and fabrics that just, in my opinion, goes with pretty much anything. And the Pochette Metis is, I think, something like £1,300. I absolutely love this bag, and I think it's gonna like last me a lifetime. Hopefully I can then pass it on to my kids or something romantic like that. I'm so glad that I have more of best than worst, because otherwise that would make me really upset about the money that I have spent. The next item is a pair of heels, and these are my Valentino Spike or Rockstud, and I have them in white patent leather. These are the comfiest high heels that I own, and I do own quite a few. However, I'm more of a boots, sneaker girl, comfy shoes. I don't really understand the whole, you know, style over comfort, you know, when it's like girls walking around breaking their legs just for the sake of walking on 12-inch heels. I don't understand that. But I do wear heels quite a bit, especially when we go out or when we go for dinner. And these have been with me for, let me think, 3-4 years now. And still, these are my absolute favorite heels. And not only do they go with everything, and I do think that this style just doesn't go out of fashion. You know, it's been going quite strong for quite a few years now. I do have like a knock on my heel. I think I've just, you know, knocked it on some pavement or something like that. But it is what it is. It is a bummer because you can see it quite well, you know, how much it knocked the leather and pulled it up a little bit. I don't think you can actually do anything about that, and I mean, it is what it is. I think there's something like 600, I'm not sure. I actually bought them in Milan a few years ago, and yeah, I absolutely love these shoes. If you want a pair of comfortable designer heels, these are the ones that I would go for. I wanted to throw in a bag that I have had for a very long time, probably good 5-6 years now, but regardless of how long I've had it, I still reach for it at least 3 times a week, and that's for me good, because I've got quite a few bags that I change all the time, and it's the Gucci Disco Soho bag. And as you can see that I've had it for quite a while, it's pretty worn and, you know, a little bit shabby, but you know what? I still think that it looks pretty good, especially considering that it's a light color, but it is again grained leather. And my advice to anyone looking to buy a designer bag or any bag, not just designer bag, go for grained leather, because if you're buying smooth, soft leather, it will scratch. Inevitably, it will scratch. That's just what happens. And it's just the perfect size. It's not heavy. And anytime I just need to run out of the house, throw my stuff in the bag, this is the bag that, you know, I reach for. I think it's like £800 right now. When I was buying it, it was definitely cheaper, because I remember I was in Selfridges in London and I only had like so much money, and I had a choice between this one and I think I was looking at YSL one, and I'm so glad I went with this one because it has served me very well. And another Gucci item that I want to include in the best category is a pair of Gucci Gucci loafers, and I have them in black leather. I do stuff my shoes with some paper, especially when they're soft leather, because the thing with loafers is that they will always, you know, when you're walking, they bend there, so you will always see somewhere here. So that's why I always put paper in them when I get home, and also because paper will soak in any moisture. It's not necessarily that, you know, you've been sweating in your shoes, but sometimes it's the moisture from outside. So it's just little things like that can make your shoes last longer. It's the same with bags. I try to wipe my bags if it's been raining, you know, if when I get home, just so that the moisture doesn't stay on them for too long. Basically, these loafers are very soft. They're very comfortable, and this is just a classic style that you can wear with anything and anytime. I wear it with dresses, with skirts, with jeans. They also obviously come without the back, and you know, fur ones. The fur ones I'm kind of still on the fence with. I really wanted to get the white pair of these without the back, so it's just like a slipper, because they just looked so comfy. You know, when you just slip your feet in and you go. I think there's something like 500 something pounds, but so many different brands came out with dupes, like pretty much straight on dupes. The last thing I have is this big bag from Stella McCartney that I got, let me think, in February. I got it in February just before we went to Maldives. I love it so much for so many reasons. Not only because this is vegan leather. I went with this very light, kind of dusty pink, and it has the Stella McCartney logo at the front, and there's nothing at the back. The straps are quite good as well because you can put it over your shoulder, and it's huge. The bag is huge, and also it comes with this little pouch. I've just got like creams and wipes. The reason why I wanted to include this one is because you can have a good non-leather bag that will still look amazing. Stella McCartney makes amazing clothes and amazing shoes. She is doing such a great job of showing that you can have these beautiful, beautiful items that are not made of animals. I don't eat meat myself, but I do still buy it. Like, you can see designer goods that are made of leather, but I really hope that, you know, we will see more of alternative materials from designers as well. Oh yeah, I've just found another item that I wanted to, and it's a brooch. This is the design that I have. It's just dark, sort of almost like dark grey metal with little pearls going all over it. Yeah, this is just an amazing accessory that will elevate any look, and this is timeless. You can put it on any vest, any coat, any blouse, any shirt, any jumper, and immediately it will bring something interesting to your look. I just have this one, but I actually want to get another one with like chains hanging over it, because I actually really like when there are a few brooches together. And I wear them on my camel coat, I wear it on my black Max Mara coat, on my vests, on my jumpers, basically on anything. And sometimes I actually put it on a button-down shirt, and I just put it in the middle here. I also put it on my cap. I have like a black tweed cap, and I put it just here, and that looks really nice too. Now to the worst category. I just want to point out that they are not bad items by any means, because if they would be very bad items, I wouldn't have them anymore. I would sell them, I would return them. I'm trying to save you money, because if there are things that you are choosing between, or you know, you like this bag but maybe there's an alternative that is better, that is the only reason I'm doing this. And we're gonna start with shoes. A pair of Louboutins, and this is the pair that I wanted to show you. I believe that this is So Kate, maybe. Forgive me if I'm wrong. My problem with Louboutins, they are narrow, they are uncomfortable. Yes, they do look very sexy on. They do make you look really tall and very slim. You know, they make your legs look amazing, and 100% you feel very special in them. But my problem is that I don't want to feel special while I'm suffering. I think I do have some experience with heels, and if I, you know, would choose between these and my Valentino heels, where is it? I would definitely go with the Valentino because it just gives you much more support. Yes, this one is not as high. To say actually not much, it's just that the shoe itself is higher. I think that they're always so narrow here, and I have narrow feet and narrow ankles, like thin ankles, but even for me, I don't know, I have a problem with it, and I don't think that they're worth the suffering. You know, if you do want to go for Louboutin, I have a pair of peep toes that are much comfier because the strap is much wider here, so it covers more of your foot and gives you a bit more support here. I have sold 3 pairs of my Louboutins in the last couple of months. I have kept this pair and the peep toe black pair because I do wear this one sometimes, but to be honest, not very often. It just kind of sits on the shelves and looks pretty. Then let's talk bags. I have my Chloe Drew bag. So 2-3 years I've had it. I have it in green suede and brown smooth leather. That I want to show you what I mean about the scratches on smooth leather. So we have a scratch here, quite a big one. Got some marks here, a few on the bottom, but the bottom is not that important. Then I have a really big one here. So anytime you will go for, you know, the lock, and if you have long nails or something like that, if you have rings, you might scratch that. That is not the main reason, because I love this bag and I do wear this bag a lot. My problem with this bag is that it's heavy. It's so heavy, and it's just a chain strap. So imagine you have a heavy bag that you then put a purse in, and then you put your phone in, and then you put a pair of keys in. So the bag gets twice heavier, goes on your shoulder, and for example, you are wearing a, you know, a top like this, and this goes straight onto your shoulder. You guys, this hurts, and then it leaves a mark. It does that every single time, and even if I'm wearing a thick jumper, it will still leave a mark. My chain broke twice. It broke twice here, so I had it replaced. Everything else about this bag I love. I just wish that they would either put some kind of pad on the chain, just on the shoulder. It would not ruin the look, it would not ruin the design of the bag, but it would just make it more pleasant to actually wear this bag. And I have a pair of sunglasses actually, and this is a pair of Dior sunglasses, and the ones that I have, oh well, this mirrored sunglasses that I do love and I've had for good 4 years now, but let me show you why this is in the worst category. I'm gonna try, I mean, the fact that they're mirrored doesn't make it very easy. I don't know if you can see all the marks. Yes, I have had them for quite a while, and yes, I've had my wear out of them quite a bit, but I did expect them to last longer than that, especially because I always keep them in the case. So I'm not even sure how this happens. Of course accidents happen, but I just kind of stopped reaching for them as much because of that mark. Then I have a pair of shoes, and it's a pair of Chanel shoes. I have had a problem with Chanel shoes for years. Every time I do this video, best and worst, a pair of Chanel shoes always finds its way into the worst category. It's a pair of these lovely little boots that I do love and I do wear, but when I wear them, I suffer. I mean, I'm not in pain as much anymore because I put double Compeed plasters when I wear the shoes. This is not just this pair of shoes. It's pretty much any pair of Chanel boots that I have ever had. They rub on the heel so much. They are so stiff, so hard. They will shred your feet. I love the tweedy design. I love, you know, the logo at the front. I love the laces, everything I love about them, but it hurts. I should have a pair of Chanel sneaks, which did rub like hell in the beginning until they kind of got worn and broken into. But yeah, this is the problem that I have with Chanel shoes. Just thought I'll let you know. And somehow another Chloe bag found its way into my worst category. And this is the little Bracelet Nile bag. Don't get me wrong, It's cute and it's lovely and it's just adorable. It has a long strap, it has this handle that you can just unclip the straps and hold it by in. So I have two phones for whatever reason, but this is the bigger one, the bigger iPhone. So that goes in and okay, I've got it closed. This is just two phones. As soon as I put a lipstick, anything else, that's it. This is how like deep it is, and this is how wide it is. I like to take a little like hairbrush or something like that, or a comb at least, and a comb won't fit in here. I think that's it on my best and worst designer purchases. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're all doing well and having a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye!